Welcome to Midnight Thoughts, a place for simple questions about things we see every day but rarely stop to question. That's what we know so far. Poison is supposed to be final. One drop, one moment, no second chances. So here is a simple question that sounds obvious and becomes strange the longer it stays in the mind. If a poison reaches its expiration date, does it become weaker or more dangerous? It feels like the answer should be clear. Time ruins food. Time damages machines. Time makes batteries leak and metal rust. So instinct says, leave poison alone long enough and it should become worse. But this is where the question quietly changes. Because in chemistry, time does not always add danger. Sometimes it removes it. Expiration dates sound sharp and official, as if something works perfectly until one specific day and then suddenly becomes different. In reality, nothing chemical changes overnight. Expiration is not a moment, it is a slow process that begins almost immediately. Most poisons are not dangerous by accident. They are dangerous because of shape. At the molecular level, a poison is built like a key. It fits very specific locks inside the body: nerves, enzymes, cells. If the shape fits, the effect happens. If the shape changes, even slightly, the lock stays closed. And time is very good at changing shapes. Heat vibrates molecules. Light breaks chemical bonds. Oxygen reacts quietly in the background. Moisture starts reactions no one can see. Nothing dramatic, nothing visible, just slow erosion. Think of a printed photo left in the sun. At first, it looks the same. Then, the colors fade. The image is still there, but it no longer works the way it once did. Many poisons age exactly like that. Here is the strange part. As their structure breaks down, many poisons do not become stronger, they become less precise. And precision is where their danger comes from. This leads to a quiet but important idea. Instability usually means weakness, not power. A molecule that breaks easily cannot do one job for long. It reacts too early, too randomly, or not at all. So instead of becoming more lethal, many poisons slowly lose their ability to interact with the body correctly. This is the moment where a simple question becomes a strange one. If poison weakens with time, why does expired poison still feel dangerous? Because expiration does not mean safe. A weakened poison is still a poison. Less effective does not mean harmless. It only means the original effect is no longer guaranteed. And this uncertainty is often mistaken for increased danger. Midway through the process, the poison is no longer predictable. It may not behave as designed. It may not target the same system. It may do less or something slightly different. Here is another quiet question hidden inside this one. Can poison ever become more dangerous with time? In rare cases, breakdown products can behave differently. Not usually stronger, just unfamiliar. But this is the exception, not the rule. Most of the time, chemistry prefers decay over escalation. Still, not all poisons play by the same rules. Some substances are stubborn. Heavy metals do not rely on fragile shapes. They do not degrade easily. They simply persist. Time does not weaken them much, but it does not strengthen them either. They remain dangerous not because they age, but because they refuse to change. This creates a common misunderstanding. People imagine old poison as concentrated danger, something darker, more aggressive. In reality, danger does not age like wine. It erodes like stone under wind. Here is another moment worth pausing on. The more carefully engineered a poison is, the more fragile it often becomes. Highly specific chemicals can do very precise things, but precision breaks easily. Simple substances last longer. Complex ones fade faster. So expiration is not a countdown to danger. It is a warning about reliability. The calendar date does not control toxicity. Storage does, light does, heat does, air does. Two identical poisons can age very differently. One kept sealed and dark, another exposed to warmth and moisture. Same label, Very different chemistry, and that leads to the most overlooked detail. Poisons are not active villains. They do nothing on their own. They only work when conditions are exactly right. Change the conditions, and the danger quietly changes too. So when a poison expires, it usually does not sharpen its edge. It forgets how to cut, not instantly, not completely, but enough to matter, which brings the question back, slightly altered. If something designed to be deadly can lose its power simply by existing over time, how many other things seem dangerous, permanent, or powerful only because time has not finished reshaping them yet? If you have a thought or a different idea, you can leave it in the comments. If you enjoy these questions, you can like the video and subscribe for more. Midnight Thoughts.